What's going on, guys? Croctopus here. Today I'm bringing you an in-depth guide to Primorsk, which is my favourite drop spot in the game because it's pretty isolated and there's not many people land here and you can get some really great loot. So when you're falling here, when you're parachuting in, you've got to always be looking out for people and vehicles, because vehicles are very important in this part of the map because you're far away. So in the purple and green highlighted areas are where the cars are going to spawn, so just watch those zones. The black zone there is for solos, so if you're playing solos you don't really want to go over there because you're far from vehicles, and if someone's there with you they're going to get some stuff and then camp the vehicles. Then with the camping, the yellow zone there is a good spot to sit if people are in the town and you've got some weapons, because they're going to have to come out. The red zones that I've circled there are where people will usually drop. The sheds are very, very popular, but also the cafe gets some really, really good loot. So if you see someone dropping at, say, the first shed, what you want to do is you want to drop at the second shed and cut them off. So you can loot two sheds and they've got to go to a house, and then you can just camp the house with the gun you find. So the first solo route is exactly the same as the one in my solo drop video. You just follow that route, loot the sheds and then run up that side. So I won't go into too much detail about the solo drop because it's exactly the same as in my drop guide. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description. So the duos, going over duos, the first one's the same, so I'm not going to go into too much depth about that. But the second drop, you want to start on the top left and work your way down so you both finish at the same spot. If you're not comfortable splitting up, you can start where the arrow finishes and work your way back up in the other direction. It's just when you finish looting there, you'll both be at the same spot, so it'll be easier to coordinate. So with duos, if there's a team's dropping with you, you might want to think about taking the same route and sticking together. But yeah, if you're by yourself, which most of the time you will be in Primorsk, I'd suggest doing that route. So looking at the squads, I'm not going to go over the first drop because it's the same. And yeah, you just work your way through. Little guess, the second one's the exact same. So yeah, just run that route. The third one's a bit different though, so you start on the bottom middle of Primorsk and you work your way in a zigzag sort of fashion. So you go up and then across the road and then come back across and loot all the houses, so you end up with everyone else where they've finished looting. The fourth person will start up in the top left. So there's usually a car spawn up there, so when they're dropping, just make sure that they're looking around. But yeah, then they'll work their way around so everyone finishes at around about the same spot at around about the same time. Some other things to remember is that if the zone's on the military island, if you take a boat, you can get up on the cliff. If you don't know how to do that or you don't know what that is, I'll link my tips and tricks video, and it's one of the things I go over. So also, when you're running around, just be careful that people can come from the ferry point or whatever it's called to the right of Primorsk. So they will probably go to that yellow area that I marked out on the map at the first bit. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, click subscribe so I know that you guys want me to make more videos like this, and leave a comment saying what you want me to put in another guide, because I'll keep doing these in-depth ones. So if you want me to go over anything different, just let me know and I'll put it in the video. So thanks much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.